Hey, how y'all doing today? My name is Americus, and I'm here just to give you some pieces to the things that you need essential, essential knowledge, data, something that is yours that is called heritage. So we're going to talk about the inverted seats of light, inverted seats of light, and it basically goes through the root seat, the navel seat, the solar plexus, the heart seat, the throat seat, the brow seat, known as the third eye, and the crown seat, known as the Taj. So we're talking about the inverted seats of light. And remember, everything that's being said is said on behalf of those with good intentions, those who take this knowledge and try to hurt others or to gain materialistic junk that's attributed to the side of captivity. This is the free man's channel for those who are free. For those who don't know the difference, they have to think about it and not living a free life. You're definitely living a life of a slave. So we're not going to keep going over that and over and the same thing and the same thing. It doesn't make sense. But I'm going to give you a picture of the seats. Okay. Let's see. I hope everybody's doing very well. The third eye is represented in many things. It says the eye spoken of the third eye. The name was attributed to the inner scene by the elders. The name of the third eye was given by the host of the planet uh, and associated with the insight or the spiritual light which was exercised by man in the beginning. Ancient spiritual healers, learned men, teachers, and loyal devotees of mystic schools also had knowledge of the third eye and the light, which is or has been identified under such name as a virtue, vital energy, invisible antenna, the stream of vital power or cosmic energy. The ancient Egyptians identified with the third eye in their art forms, hieroglyphics, and monuments, which were built of their educated men, kings, and the like. The third eye was made visible throughout their culture and further referred to as the sleeping serpent. Third eye is a sleeping serpent, or sometimes says sleeping giant. Scholars of sculptures, models, relief, official portraits of the royal family, Tut Atom, and Nefertiti. It says the bronze statue of the Buddha, which reside in Kamakura, Japan. He too recognized the existence of the third eye. And there's picture, you take a screenshot of that right there. 'Cause, 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 In the parable of the disciples of Jesus, or Isa ibn Maryam, or Tammuz, or the spirit of Cyrus, Isis, he advised them to conduct themselves accordingly. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So when we're talking about the wise as serpent, the golden mass of Tut Ankh Aton, which is it's a golden mass. Wise as serpent, Jesus or Isa ibn Maryam was a mystic in the order of the Essenes. He attended the schools of Egypt, amongst many others, which explained his choice of words. The third eye is your insight or innocence that all men were born with, but most have never exercised it. This is the sleeping power that one must strengthen. When the third eye is used, the entire body is consumed with light. This means that the etheric body and the physical body alike is attuned with each other. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore the eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. That is the book of Matthew, the 6th chapter, the 22nd verse. It tells you about the light, the book of Matthew. Okay, and as we at the Goddess Church, when we say Matthew, we'll say Ma'at who? Ma'at who? Okay, instead of saying Matthew, and now when you say that name, you already given the vision of the origin of what shall be. You already gave it to another species, and you have to start taking back that and take responsibility. So we say Ma'at who? Ma'at who? Ma'at who? Not Matthew. Ma'at who? Proper pronunciation according to the origin and not what they try to give you an image of the death of a nation or definition. So as we go along, we're going to go to the book of Ephesians by Paul, first chapter 17 to the 9th verse, in part that the creator of our Rabbi Jesus, the anointed, the Father of glory, may give you the spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of him, the eyes of your understanding be enlightened, that ye may know what is the hope of his calling, and what the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints, and what is the exceeding greatness of his power towards us who believe. The book of Luke by Matthew, or Mahat, Ma'at who? Not Matthew. Ma'at who? Ma'at who? We're all learning at the same time how to communicate properly so we can make some sense of the scriptures. The light, this is the 11th chapter, 34th and the 35th verse. 11th chapter of Ma'at who? Ma'at who? Ma'at who? Okay, so we're going to write it out, spell it out, use our own language Do we do? The light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thy eye is single, the whole body also is full of light. When eye is evil, the body is full of darkness. Take heed, therefore, that the light which is in thee be not darkness. So this is where the trick come in about darkness and light. And light is always dark, even in the light. When the light shines, it's still dark. When the light shines, it's still dark. So the darkness that they're talking about is the absence of the light. The light is the information, is the data, the programming of the host of the planet, which was the angelic realm called angels, Anunnaki, Elohim. So the information that they say is light, this is where the trick come in. We're talking about darkness and light. It's always dark. And the light was separated into two types of light. The same light, two extremes of the same light, two extremes of the same light split in half, and one was considered to be the green light, the healing force, and the other one was the red light or the amber light, was the destructive force. And this force is the same thing as what we call the energy. They call it the energy. Well, the book of Psalms or Zabur of David 119:19 says, "Open thou my eyes, that I may behold wondrous things out of thy law." So the law, the commandments, that was the light. That was the light, the happiness, all of it. It says throughout the scriptures, reference is made to the eye, not the physical eye. This is the power which resides within every man. That this power lies dormant, waiting for the proper channels to be activated, so that this power can become active. There is a power which must be exercised through meditation, proper diet, discipline, and certainly daily rituals, which will attune you with your natural supreme state in which you were created or was created. So we're talking about the light. We're not talking about a physical light. We're talking about the data, the information, the commandments, the rituals, and as it says right here, meditation, exercise, meditation, discipline, proper diet, what you consume, what you take up and destroy through your fire within your digestive system. What you consume, what are you living off of? What are you burning off of? What's burning inside of you? What gases being coming into you through your breathing? What about your surroundings? Who are you with? Who are you talking to? Who are you feeding off? Who's feeding off of you? Who's the parasite? Who is the force? Who is the truth? Who is the light? Who controls your conversation? Who leads the pack? Where are you going? What's your destination for this day, this time? Is it already planned out when you stopped at the Sabbath? Did you know that is a commandment? They don't ask you. This is not an ask me and I may do it type of thing. But we're going to leave with that right there because we got 14 minutes up in this piece, and I'm going to hit you back. And if you notice the backdrop is different. Take a snapshot. When you get a chance, look at everything. Learn your language right there. You got the sneak preview of what's already here, right? You got the sun, put it on your head and shine, right? You got what we call the cross, right? We'll explain to that. We got Madonna and Child, which represent all your species and your creation, male or female. There is no gender. Then you have the flag, that gives us a security here in America for us to teach all around the world. You got the hat. You see the hat right there, okay? You got the fez that I'm not a slave. We created this for a reason. Those people that want to do involuntary slavery and fill out applications and get away from their tribal formation as free ends, uh, said as friends, which is truly free ends out of your proper order. We got the cowboy boots, right? We were the original cowboys. We the original cowboys who rode the animals, talked to the horses, talked to the everybody. Right? We got our shoes, our dress shoes that we do when we go to court, battle, negotiation, international affairs on certain things that we have to do. Then we got the sun, the logo right there. Then we got the third eye right there. We got the third eye right there. In travel, which is silver. We got the third eye meditation in the darkness that always prevails, that's always here. The darkness is the light for us. And I'm gonna catch y'all. So we back. We in the God is Church 1, and when I see the God is Church 2, the God is Church 3, the God is Church 4, you're putting yourself together. I'm giving you an opportunity to be on board. There will be the God is Church 1, the God is Church 2, the God is Church 3 on paper. There will be substance that's going around from the things that we do in our sovereign and our freedom and our self-government, and this is something that we are definitely moving up and learning, and I appreciate all of y'all. I'm going to get right back at you, and I'm going to read you some things next.